Hello friends, I am CA Anuj Dagar, and today I am going to discuss about the new section 115 BAC, which is introduced in the budget, and it is effective from 1st of April 2020. And basically we will discuss about its scope, what it provides, what it means to you, how it impacts you, is it going to give you benefit, or what are the changes it has brought in. So basically this section aims to provide a new tax regime. So first let us see uh, what happens uh, if we discuss this section. In existing tax system, we are availing lot of deductions. The Income Tax Act provides a lot of facilities in terms of deductions. Suppose if you are paying your house rent, you can claim under HRA. If you are paying any home loan installment, you can claim as deduction under Section 80C, as well as under house property income, you can claim it as a loss for the interest component. If you are paying any medical insurance, you can claim as deduction under Section 80D. If you are paying, suppose you have investments in form of fixed deposits of 5 years, more than 5 years, you can claim it as a deduction under Section 80C. If you are paying tuition fees of your child, you can claim it as a deduction under Section 80C. So a lot of deductions are availed by the people in the existing system. But in the new tax system, which is going to be introduced after the Section 115 BAC, it provides you an option. First of all, it is nothing that you will be deprived of your deduction in this coming year. No, you have two options now. If you want to go by the existing system, you can continue to avail those deduction, and you will continue to follow the existing slab rates of income tax. Suppose the existing slab rates are 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakh of income is there, then the tax rate is 5%. If your income is 5 lakhs but up to 10 lakh, the tax rate is 20%. But if your income is above 10 lakhs, the tax rate is 30%. And thereafter education cess is there of 4%. So this is the existing regime. You have the option to continue to follow under this regime in the current financial year as well. But now you have one more option is Section 115 BAC. If you opt in this section, it provides that you cannot avail any of the deductions which I have discussed. But then what are the benefit of availing this section? The benefit is you will be allowed to go for new tax rate system. The slab rate has undergone a major change under this section. If you avail this section, the tax slab becomes different for you. Suppose, let me tell you what is the tax slab. 2.5 lakh to 5 lakh, it is 5%. It is same as it is. But if it is above 5 lakh but up to 7.5 lakhs, the tax rate is 10%. And if it is suppose 7.5 lakhs but up to 10 lakh, the tax rate is 15%. And if your income is above 10 lakh but up to 12.5 lakh, the tax rate will be 20%. And thereafter another slab is 12.5 lakhs to 15 lakhs, the tax rate will be 25%. And finally, if your income is above 15 lakh, the tax rate will be 30%, followed by education cess of 4%. So this is the scenario. In new system, no deductions, but new tax slab rate comes in. So you have to do a proper calculations. So let us discuss this thing by taking an example of a salaried person, and then you will be able to appreciate the new section which has come up. So you can either take the option of availing that new section, or you feel like that no, you are having a lot of deduction, your tax rate is coming less than the new system, then you can continue in the existing system. So it's totally depend upon you, but I'm here to clarify about the new section which has come up. So for that, let us take an example of a salaried person. Now let us take a look at the salary breakup of the full year. Let's suppose his basic salary for the full year is 3 lakhs. The dear allowance is 3 lakhs. The taxable allowance is 3 lakhs plus HRA is 1 lakh, and suppose he is paying rent of 1 lakh in this information, so the total salary is coming up to 10 lakhs. Now in the existing system we will reduce the HRA as a deduction because he is paying a rent of 1 lakh, so whole HRA become exempt under section 10. So that 1 lakh will be reduced from the total salary to arrive at the taxable salary. Further we will give him standard deduction of 50,000. Okay, so now the net taxable salary is 8.5 lakhs. Suppose this person has some other information which he is claiming as deduction, like he is paying tuition fees of 10,000, he can claim as deduction. He is having PF contribution 50,000, and then he has a home loan repayment in form of principal component is 50,000, plus he has interest component on this home loan, he can claim as a loss from house property and set off against the salary income, that is also 50,000. So total deductions are coming as 1,60,000. Okay, so out of the taxable salary 8.5 lakhs, he can reduce these deduction 1.6 lakh. So we arrive at the total taxable income of 6,90,000. And now in the existing tax slab we calculate the tax, it is coming to 50,500 plus education cess 4% also. So if we take the 4% of education cess in this, the total tax come up is 52,520. Now take a look at the new system. Suppose this person opts to pay taxes as per the new system introduced by section 115 BAC. So there is no deduction at all. We don't have to take a look at the deduction part because whatever is total salary becomes the taxable salary, taxable income. Suppose he doesn't have any other income, so total taxable income will be 10 lakhs we discussed in our example, but he will not be given any kind of deduction in this. So the taxable income will be 10 lakh, and you will be surprised to know if the tax on this 10 lakhs as per the new slab rate, if we apply, then the tax is coming to 39,000 including the cess of 4%. So in one hand we are having a tax of 52,520 even after we are claiming deductions, but in the new tax system no deduction and still our tax is just 39,000. So in this case the tax savings is coming around 13,520. So my friends, we need to check this new section, and we have to do calculations on our total income as per the existing slab rates and as per the new slab rates prescribed under this section. And if it is beneficial, we should opt for this new scheme and foregoing our deductions as provided by Income Tax Act. So I hope I have been able to provide you useful information and you will think about it and calculate your taxes properly. Thank you.